When I say these new era of rappers got us confused about knowing when something is a diss track or is it AI, the reason I say it is because in this new era of rappers and diss tracks, we only identify it by what? People like Pop Smoke and other rappers that end up what? Shot, homicides. Then we know it was a diss track, right? So now that we have the Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake thing going, everybody's in an uproar like, no, is it AI? Yeah, we would think it's AI because as of lately, we've been accustomed to when people battle, it's verbal sparring. That's what rap is about. We've been doing this way back in the 50s, 60s. When you do music in our culture and other people disagree with your music or disagree with you, it becomes verbal combat and we spar. But now, in this new era, the sparring becomes a physical thing where, oh, who shot you? You know, they think that's the Tupac and Biggie thing, but that's not the Tupac and Biggie thing. Like my son, Quay, told me today, he said, no, it's not even the artists, it's the entourages. So if I have an entourage, you diss me, my entourage see you, they gonna want to get at you. See, foul play. So I call foul on that play. But we've been so accustomed to it that now when we hear diss tracks, and this is only in my humble pie, that we think somebody should get beat up, shot, or something. You know what I'm saying? It should be something more than just the verbal sparring, lyric for lyric, bar for bar. And that's why this Kendrick Drake and J. Cole thing, that's why it's getting so much airplay. Because people are like, hey, when is he going to respond? When is he going to respond? But what kind of response do you want, black people? I hope it's lyrical, because it should only be lyrical. And then we got this new AI thing. We don't know if it's really Drake sending the shots back. We don't know who's sending the shots back unless we physically see them drop the video and it's them, or if it's on their page, on their Twitter. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say the new era got us all confused. It shouldn't be about that. Hey, it's verbal sparring, baby. Whether you the homie, whether you the outsider, whether you from another coast, hey, we just dropping bars. Because at the end of the day, this is what we do as black people. We drop bars. We debate. We love to talk our shit. Who can talk the shit the best? Who can paint the narrative better than the other person? It should be fine and dandy. So we do have to come back to the essence of what we call hip-hop. The essence of hip-hop is who could paint the story better? Who could talk they shit the best? Because we're all telling the same stories, right? I'm telling the same story as you, but I'm going to tell it in a more intricate way than you and make the story sound like I was there. You might make them sound like, oh, it was just a story. Entourages, I get that whole thing because they can elevate situations. If you're going to be in this black verbal sport, your entourage has to understand that you're in a hell of a sport where we talk that shit. And if you're in it, don't let AI speak, which I disagree that it's AI. Speak your piece. Show your face and say, it's me. I'm saying this. That's what's happening in my humbleness. You know, like the Drake diss, everybody saying it's AI, it's AI. No, I'm going to call it what it is. It's Drake. Because if it's AI, he would come on there and say, it ain't me. That's AI. Somebody did what they do with all these new AI things and made it seem like I'm dissing. No, I'm dissing because this is the way I feel. And that's the way it should be. Because at the end of the day, this is a verbal contact sport where we talk what we talk and we see who can talk it the best. Because believe you me, in my humbleness, not just because I'm from Compton like Kendrick, I think he's somewhere cooking up a whole pot of that collard greens with all kinds of smoked ham hocks in it and bacon fats. And I think he gonna come through. People talking about J. Cole. Yeah, J. Cole. He's another one of my favorite rappers too. Yeah, he did the apology thing with Kendrick. And really it wasn't an apology. It wasn't an apology in my humbleness. He was just saying that was somebody he looked up to coming up. He threw a shot at him. And so he threw a shot back. And he was just showing that he does have a certain level of respect for Kendrick. But at the same time, we have to pay attention. The shots he shot also said this. Yeah, I have respect for him, but I will talk my shit if you get out of pocket. Because J. Cole reminds me of a person he likes the essence of the whole hip hop thing. If we gonna diss, we diss. No problem. We ain't gonna pull out no guns. We ain't gonna do it. That's little nigga shit. And that's what everybody have to understand as well. They have to make sure, because of the way things are going now when people diss each other. People end up dead, people end up shot, people end up, you can't do shows, you can't get your bread. So the way they're attacking it, that's Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, the way they're coming into the whole diss thing, if it's real, and I believe it's real, it has a lot of real to it, the way they're coming into it is, no, we don't want it to get out of hand like these little niggas. See, because they ain't little niggas. They in their mid-30s and whatnot. So they ain't little niggas. So they still have the essence of that. It's just a diss track. Whoop, when I see you, I'm going to hit you up and be like, man, woo, you almost got me. But I came back with that last song and ripped your ass, you know. They going to keep it like, hey, this is the essence of it. And I think that's where people are missing the mark. People are looking at it like, wait to see what happened. Wait to see what happened. No, let them rumble. It's a rumble in the jungle. All the old singers rumbled. James Brown, Aretha Franklin's, Betty Wright's, they all rumbled. Because this is something we do in black culture. We verbally rumble, but we do it through music. That's just, we can't escape it. But in the new era, the 2024 era, 23, 22, it cost a lot of people their lives because somebody forgot to give them the memo that, hey, it's just verbal warfare. It goes no further than that, you see? And that's the message we have to send out to the people that's making music. We don't want to buy your records if you get dissed, and then you don't want to diss the brother back, but you want to go and do some bodily physical harm to him. We don't want to buy your records. No, we want to hear the back and forth. Because as black people, we love debating. We always go back and forth in the barbershop, at the domino table. We all think we're the best of the best of the best because we are the best. So this is just another case in point. And in my humble pie, I believe that those three know this, and they know the rest that comes with it. That it's not us, it's our entourages. But they have to find a way, to put their entourages in check. That's why, like I say, you can't have my little homie entourage, because some of them might not understand this is the way it goes unless you educate them that this is what we do. It's verbal. We talk our shit. You know what I'm saying? And we supposed to. If you don't feel like you're the top dog, you have no business in no sport. Not rapping, not singing, not ball playing, not dominoes, not checkers, not chess. You better feel like you the top dog. And so with all that's going on, I feel like it's good for the sport of hip hop which we created. It's great for it. So nobody should feel dismayed or feel some kind of way because people they're voicing their opinion about J. Cole. But in my humbleness, he the hardest out of the three. For real, for real. And they're all hard, don't get me wrong. But he's the hardest out of the three. And reason I say that, because he sticks to his format of the way he delivers, right? He don't too much go out of the box with it. He'll go out of the box, but he stays in that Cole lane. Kendrick, K-Dot, he'll try new things, experience new things. Look, I'm going to see if I can do this. And so does Drake. I'm going to do a little pop, something, 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 something. That's why they won't be the more top for me. I'm not saying they're not, because sometimes when they experience other little ways that they're going to do it or genres that they're going to tap into, sometimes it land. See, but Cole stays right in the pocket, right in the J. Cole pocket. And you can't fuck with him in that pocket, keeping it real. But I just wanted to come on here to say that we ain't going to worry about the AIs that people allege or none of that. We going to use this for a teaching moment. And that goes to the three artists too, to Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. Use it for a teaching moment to say, hey, this is what it's about. This is the essence of hip hop, verbal sparring, or as we call it, dissing. We ain't gonna diss each other in each other's face because we have nothing but respect for each other. But we can diss on these records because when you get on these records, you just entered into a sport, a combat sport. See, don't think that hip hop, rap, battle rap, all of them fall under the hip hop category in their combat sports. So for any new artists coming up or any artists that are trying to get themselves relevant, you probably need to go watch battle rappers and see what this whole thing is about, because they're the closest to the essence of how it started. You know, we're playing the dozens. We shooting our shit. It's verbal combat. You know what I'm saying? So while everybody's all out of pocket on the internet, this is what it's about. Whenever you enter into this realm of hip hop, it's a sport. It's verbal combat. It's debating. Just like people that debate in colleges. They talking their shit. I'm trying to show that what he's saying ain't it. This is it. And so that's why you can't be hard on these brothers for putting it out the way they put it out. And also peace to Rick Ross. He shot his shot. Ain't nobody trying to do no bodily harm to people. These people is making millions of dollars. And that's why I have to agree with my son when he's saying it's not the artists, it's their entourages. But at the same time, they're liable for their entourages, so they have to check them and tell them, hey, look, or educate them, should I say. They don't have to check them because they're grown too. They have to educate them and say, this is verbal combat, baby. Calm down. You don't go do nothing to nobody because this is how we speak this. Show them how it's been done, you know? And that's what I'm going to say about this whole J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake thing. That, hey, that's what y'all supposed to do. Because you have to keep the essence of this thing. It has to be shown that this is what it's all about. This is what it's been about. This is a sport. It's just verbal. And you know it's a sport because everybody can't do it. Just like everybody can't shoot a basketball. Everybody can't throw a football. Everybody can't catch one. Same thing. This is a sport. Hip hop is a sport. Do you know how to do verbal gunplay? And that's what it's about at the end of the day. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley and Cali intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
Star Child, I never
seen the sunshine like this.
I never
seen the moon glow like
hey yo, I never
this. Never seen the waterfalls like this.
I never
Never seen